Hey guys, Joey here with Island Way Pools. Just finishing up a great build for one of our clients. We've got 288 square feet here, 12 by 24 linear pool. We've got about 560 square feet of French pattern limestone. Came out exquisite. We're going to take a look at some of the operations of the equipment, see how we can get this a little bit more powerful for the bubbler as well as operations of the system. What we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about some of the valves on this pool equipment orientation. On this side of the manifold, this is the suction, or better known as the influent side. We've got pool main drain, skimmer, and cleaner. Those are associated pieces of the puzzle to the actual body of water. The pool main drain is going to take all the water from the lowest and deepest well point. The skimmer is going to take off of the initial couple inches of the surface. And then the cleaner line, that's your dedicated vacuum line where you can incorporate a suction-based vacuum cleaner. In an environment similar to this, what I would recommend is utilizing a leaf canister as well, keeping all that debris poolside so that you can easily remove it as opposed to it going through the system or getting gunked up with the filtration device. We have the return side, or also rather known as the effluent side. We've got both the returns for the pool as well as the fountain labeled for the actual bubbler. These are very simple to manipulate valves, slow and steady, easy movements. You can close off, restrict, or you can open up. As you guys can see, we're getting probably somewhere in between 18 and 24 inches of this bloom coming from this bubbler just with a quick isolation. Now those return lines are still opened up slightly so that there is still proper circulation and distribution of the water. But as you can see, we've got some pretty great bloom coming from here. What happens if our pool water level gets a little bit too high? Well, stock and standard on every single one of our options for our pool equipment sets and spas as well is to eliminate some of that water utilizing a backwash or waste line. All that is going to do is open up this ball valve. It's going to allow flow to vacate the area. Typically what we do is we also incorporate a blue lay flat hose as well as a clamp so that we can run that down and out to a green space of choice. All right guys, so we're not activating the salt system right here at this point. We still have a few more days before we add the necessary salt to raise that salinity to the proper 3,600 parts per million for this unit to operate. But what this can do is this can moderate how much chlorinating factor that you're going to output into the pool. Right now it's on standby because we don't have the salt cell connected quite yet, but then what we're going to also do is when we do add that necessary salt, we tie in the salt cell located just over here, and then we can adjust to the necessary output on a scale from 0 to 100%, or putting this on standby in the event that you need to. Typical pool water volume for this make and model can go upwards of 35,000 gallons. This operates on intervals. So when you set this at a 50% output, what's going to end up shaking out is that you're going to end up in a 5-minute time span only chlorinating for 2.5 minutes. So if you have the system running 24/7, only 12 hours will it be chlorinating, and let's make sure that that's in the daylight hours because of UV exposure. Outside of that, this is a great system. I think that it's got some great assets. Just make sure that you're maintaining a couple different items such as your salinity parts per million, as well as every 3 to 4 months, cleaning up some of the buildup off of the cell grids. Thanks again for tuning in to the first of many tutorials with Island Way Pools. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys out there on the site, and I hope you guys have a great day.